Everything's sad.
I mean,
everything's sad all the time.
Nihilism wasn't invented by accident. Like,
Jesus.
It's, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of why drugs exist. It's kind of why like vices, alcohol, and sex. That's why like the bad things that people tell you not to do exist, is because those are the things that are fun. That's all that's left. Everything else has been sucked dry. Like there's nothing.
And yet,
I don't know.
At this point, what? Like the majority of people in prison are non-violent drug offenders?
Not in California, because
every system's stupid.
Well, we decriminalized marijuana to the point that even convicts are gone.
I know you were just being some kind of hedonist or whatever, but what if we put you in a box where you became a worse person over the course of 5 years, and then we let you out to make, so now you're a danger to society? This is fine. This is an improvement.
That is called American culture. We do nothing better than shoot ourselves in the own foot. That is literally everything. I feel like maybe it's because all the successful, obviously the successes you never hear about, only the failures. But I'm pretty sure that every time I hear a story about the CIA, like doing a coup for a country, it turns around on the U.S. being attacked in some way. Like I've never once seen, hey, the U.S. put this person in place.
I'm sure that they won't become a new enemy that we're in a cold or hot war with for 30 years.
Right? Like they keep doing it, and every time I'm just like, wait, are you not learning?
There's a lot of situations where either the U.S. did a coup, or or England like drew bad lines in a part of the country, and now all the countries there are fucky.
Yeah,
and that just becomes a problem for like 30 or 40 or 50 or 100 years, or the foreseeable future. And it's like, as
a child,
boy.
I didn't realize it, but like taking Saddam Hussein out of Iraq kind of just ruined everything. Like it really just fucked the whole region. And like, and the only reason he was even there was because we put him there, and he himself fucked the region. And it's like, what? Why? Like, so much of the Middle East being the way that Westerners see it as crappy and bad and horrible is because we keep doing that. Like we keep not letting them come back. It's like a lot of, oh man, they don't agree with our capitalistic ideals. We need to get rid of their leader. And then like religious cults take over. And then we're like, wait a second, those guys don't like us either.
We were trying to do it again recently.
Yes,
or I guess
we were.
Or we're kind of still, that's like an ongoing story still, but like, sure, the U.S. was very quick to find an excuse to like do a coup in South America recently. And it's like, and like every news organization was reporting it as like a pro-democracy like improvement thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, this really feels like how the cycle keeps happening though, where we keep just deciding, we put our fingers in every punch bowl, and like we just join, we just kind of control as many countries as possible on like really fundamental level, and instill our own leaders that are more sympathetic to our business interests and so on. It's like,
but that's the thing, it's just business interests, and you know what business interests turn into? Fucking war that people have to die in later, because eventually those businesses go bad. And that's like how every single that's how the Korean War happened. That's how the fucking Vietnam War happened. That's how fucking Gulf War 1 and 2 happened. That's how the pigs happened. That's how, like, I can just keep going. Every time the US has a major conflict, it's because some jackass did all they could to make sure business worked smoothly, and then it went sour.
It's been a really sobering experience, slowly realizing that like every threat that I hear about every day was made by us. It's like elements like America, Al-Qaeda or MST3K or that's not the name of that organization. That's the comedy show.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
But like they're always blaming like they're mad at this like these evil Mexicans that are actually a California gang, and like a lot of these organizations are specifically created by our interferences usually. It's like, oh no. It's never, there's there's almost no choice by our country or company you can support in capitalism or any element that's ever like there's almost no unmitigated good things ever.
Yeah.
Like, I can't vote for any party or buy any product without tracing it back to like a horrible thing behind it.
I
Which
mean,
I guess
think
is
that's
the root
entire...
of this whole conversation about when we talk about like Hong Kong and Blizzard. It's like,
yeah,
but like there's no other, like somebody was like, oh, it's a bad look for you to be supporting Blizzard right now, and I'm like, as opposed to all the ethical companies. And then like and they responded with like, yes, as opposed to all the ethical companies, meaning like I said a sarcastic thing, but they seem to reply unsarcastically as if yes, there are so many ethical companies to support in this like,
you know what,
society where there's great other alternatives to everything. It's like that's mostly a blindness to think that.
You want to know?
Meanwhile, the person I was talking to themselves was Russian, which has a whole other complicated thing that two of us are even talking to each other about what's ethical and whatnot.
Yeah.
When that relationship exists.
It's also funny because it's
such an endlessly complicated fucking web.
It's just yeah. And I always think back to like what about humanitarian organizations? Like,
welcome
those
to the
are
most
not...
political episode that doesn't have Birdcatcher in it.
Yeah.
We went down some rabbit holes with some of the Dawn of War videos.
Don't know my name. Wow. Wow. It's right there on the screen. Lishakam.
That's okay. You're just the person that I started making videos with in 2011, and I've been making videos continuously since that entire time. And you've basically always had a foothold on my channel.
Here's a story all about how my life got turned upside down. Like I committed to sit right there and let me tell you how I became a YouTuber on the internet. Dun, 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 dun.
until zero.
Going
until
to a
zero
GameStop, it was a midnight premiere. Getting right there in 3.
Until Zero Escape killed you.
I can't anymore.
The story that it began at that GameStop midnight premiere, and it ended with Zero Escape.
Who was it? Somebody at my fucking company. Somebody at my fucking company made like some offhand comment about like Ice 9 or something. And I was like, you son of a motherfucking bitch, I'll fucking kill you. Like, I'm not fucking playing around here. Why are we talking about Ice 9? Like, this fucking shit's not fake. It's like, oh my god, this is... I can't do what's it called? I can't do fucking Zero Escape stuff anymore. It drives me nuts. It makes me so mad. Like, I saw the...
I just get a kick out of the idea that like, it was like... the premise here was like, oh, it's controversial that you're playing World of Warcraft right now, so we maintained eye contact and were like, I'll fucking trump that controversy. It's like, what if we just rant about politics for an hour and a half?
Deal with it.
I'll give you something to dislike.
Just title the video Feel the Burn.
Oh god. It's good to get your colors out there every now and then. Because otherwise you get that one guy that showed up in my Discord that thought that I was a pro-gun conservative, and it's like, you've significantly misjudged me, sir. Like, I clearly have not been flashing color every now and then or whatever, because Jesus Christ, you're really off base. And
it's like a militia guy showing up to Mr. Rogers' house. Like,
it was a hell of a moment. It was
like, excuse me, are you here to be a friend, or are you here to...
It was one of the only people I've ever banned from the Discord. And I was like, I'm just so happy to have him gone. There's only been like 2 people banned like ever, and the other person was somebody who was like using a bot to spam chat so fast that no one could use chat, which is obviously a bannable offense because you're disabling the chat from existing. But this guy was just being a garbage person. In that, like, it's not that you're like banned for disagreeing with the political views of other people in the Discord or anything, but if you're gonna be like, but he was that specific, he was that specific brand of person that like comes in and starts making, just endlessly making jokes that are like clearly from like how he's got like a Facebook group of like people that'll think like him, so they make these really cruel jokes about other people's suffering because it appeals to their political beliefs and stuff like that.
Yeah. Those are my favorite jokes.
So if you're the kind of, because like he was making jokes about school shootings, where it's like, hey, more people die from shovels than guns. Should they ban shovels? And it's like,
what?
Can you not talk? Like, can you have emotions about dead people for a moment and not be like, have your politics matter more than the dead people, and like be making public jokes at the expense of the dead people and people wanting to care about the fact that that's a problem in the first place?
I mean, we can also go one step further and ban.
Oopsie.
Yeah, we should ban shovels because humans should never have to do manual labor anymore. We have fucking robots to do it. What's fucking wrong with you? Why do you keep having humans do slavery tasks, you idiot?
Like he was whipping out his greatest
like, yeah, what are you
his greatest hits circuit of shitty jokes that he says in his own group and stuff like that, where like nobody was happy
from driving.
Like nobody was happy that they were there, and they just kept going and not taking a hint. And I just went off on him eventually and banned them, and it's like the only time it's ever happened, because like just no basic society graces, just open like sociopathy expressed of like is the fucking worst. Open sociopathy, like it's open source.
Just people contribute more to a sociopathy, I guess.
That was bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, some people are weird, man. I think it is like you're talking about. It's like that's Facebook is this problem. Facebook creates these like micro communities
where people don't get challenged, so they just talk to each other forever.
Yeah, but it's like you don't realize just how like, yeah, you can joke and say like, everyone knows the Earth's not flat, but there's like 1 million people in a Facebook group that just make jokes about how we're all fucking idiots for thinking the world's round, and that's not acceptable.
It's what happens when you have like that one friend on Facebook that's like the link to a whole new node where where like you, like all of their friends are not friends with you, so it's like like being friends with that one person, like whenever they post anything, suddenly like 500 new names you've never seen before are always like the responses to everything that they say. And it's like you're like seeing this aspect of like, oh, that's what passes for discourse for you guys, huh? You think that's like a thing that means something, right? Okay, good to know. Like one of the ones was like whether you're like pro or anti-gun and other aspects and so on, sure, there's at least certain things that function as an actual argument and things that don't function as an argument. And like some of the really dumb info, there's always like these really shitty low quality like infographics that get shared around to argue points and stuff like that. And one of the really dumb ones was the idea of like, you want to ban guns, but more people die from medical malpractice than guns. We should ban doctors. I'm like, this is an argument in your circle? This is a thing that you think is a good argument that actually is a logical flow of some sort, or that makes any sense. And it's like, because it's just a circle of people that are like, this appeals to my beliefs, so therefore it's automatically a good argument and a good infograph and so on, and we're gonna share this and it's gonna go viral in our particular circles. And it's like, but it's such a moon logic baffling thing to say, and it's like there's so many versions of that thing that are just like, and that's if you even assume any of the information's true, which
it's never.
So much of it won't be. Some of it just won't be true to begin with, but like there's so many examples of like
Twitter thread
just baffling
of a guy,
arguments.
Like disprove, like not only disprove that this person said an incorrect quote, but showed that they created a lie out of a misquote already. Like they misquoted a misquote. And I was like, that's so impressive that you can have that next level of being a fucking incompetent jackass. Like you just don't check your sources to a point where you literally create a lie of a lie, which is the ultimate irony, or not irony, but is the ultimate problem of why, like you said, Facebook decided the president is because he's like,
I'm so happy I quit Facebook. I'm so happy to have that out of my life these days. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Do you need any armor kits on your gear?
I could use some.
It is armor, it's a chest, leg, hands, feet. So I need 1. Do you know how many you need?
Potions. I'll make a potion right now. Give me a second. I need... Can I just press the button that has character? There we go. 1...
Chest, legs, hands, feet.
Chest... Legs... That's it. Chest and legs. So 2.
Creating 2.
2, please.
God, what was the thing I was thinking? Oh yeah, there's so many things where like, Jesus. I remember one of the last things I saw before I quit that drove me crazy was somebody posting an article about how a car drove into a Starbucks.
Okay.
Like through their lobby, and like thankfully no one was hurt and so on, but like they drove into the Starbucks. Like it was like not even a drive-through Starbucks. It was like one of those like curbside Starbuckses that's like among like it's like fused into a line of shops. Like it's only a front-facing Starbucks. It drove into them, and the person who posted it on Facebook was like, "This is why you won't see me in a self-driving car." So I read the article. It wasn't a self-driving car.
Well met. Oh yeah, of course it's not a self-driving
Literally
car.
was not an article about a self-driving car or a car entering any kind of self-driving mode. This person's just posting dumb arguments where the link that supports what they're saying literally doesn't support what they're saying, and like that's only one of like hundreds of examples of like that's just what that's the daily experience of logging onto Facebook, is just seeing hundreds of lies shared and circulated, and all that matters is that they agree with a lie, and it's mind-numbing. Because it feeds a part of the brain where you are it's a positive reinforcement. You go, yeah, everyone's telling me I'm right because I'm saying this thing that we all agree is right, but it's not. And people are too afraid to like, because there's this weird pushback on like, you can't tell someone they can't think that way. And it's like, yes, you have to be able to say, no, you can't think it's okay to do X if X is a detriment to society only. Like, genocide is only a detriment to society. So if anybody says they want a genocide, you should probably condone that immediately. Meanwhile, like it's like those are the type of things, and Facebook just is full of that. Facebook is full of family members who see their loved ones being literally scum of the earth, and they won't call them out on it because it creates public shame. There's a lot of like you don't want to argue with your family because you want to like be able to like them and so on. Yeah. Like you want to be able to get along with these people that have like these massively divergent views, which is rough because a lot of the times it's not just people act like it's a matter of opinion, but a lot of these things aren't a matter of opinion, and people are just spreading misinformation and basing their life on it in a way that harms other people or even themselves. And Facebook and so on only facilitates this more because specifically the algorithms are they probably want to share in things that are engaged with the most over all else, and the things that are best engaged with are the things that are emotional, as also shown in like CGP Grey video. This video will make you mad, or this video will make you angry, which is a great one about just like every single system in information technology is specifically centered around making things go viral that are the most emotional, whether it's true or not. And I became that person.
Oh yeah, we all do. We all go through a phase.
I mean like do you remember when I was recently a catalyst for Misinformation that was just that went viral based on emotion primarily?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The Bojack thing I shared.
Yeah, the Bojack, yeah.
Yeah, I had a tweet go viral that was not true, but I thought it was true at the time. And to be fair, it was just me making an observation of like, wow, this is an interesting little timeline. It didn't actually specifically claim that they canceled Bojack.
You didn't say like, oh, Netflix literally fired Bojack's team.
I just pointed out a timeline, which is like, there's 3 headlines, which is that the Bojack studio unionizes, and then Tuca and Birdie is canceled, and then Bojack's having its final season. We're like, each of those was 1 month after the other, like in a sequence, and it's like,
oh yeah, it was like
so I just posted those pictures. So I'm like, huh, because it's just not a happy observation to make, the picture that paints. And the obvious inference is that they did it because is to think that they're getting rid of them because of the unionization,
Yeah.
And that thing got like 10,000 interactions between like
look at all
likes
these
and
gazelles.
retweets, making it by like a fat
Look at
like
the
order
baby
of
gazelle.
magnitudes higher than anything I've ever done on Twitter. And I'm like, and then I find out it's not even true, and it's like, but like truth doesn't matter on social media. Like emotion matters, and people were very emotional about that. I do sometimes, I do kind of think that some of the viralness was just that it was also the first news for some people, finding out that it was the final season. So there's the extra layer of like, not necessarily the distressing implication of it, but also just people like, no, BoJack's gone. Look at the baby gazelle. Look at it go. Die.
Right? Oh no!
Skin it, skin it, skin it.
And the rest of them just don't know what to do.
The circle
there's another baby
of
gazelle.
life.
No. That's dead. That's also dead. Oh god.
Oh god, you're still going because you have a spam. Your spell's spammable. Oh god.
Oh god.
I'm gonna get so many scraps of leather.
They learned their lesson.
Oh boy.
They won't be coming around these parts again. Let's see. Where is... I need to kill some raptors. I still need a couple of raptor heads. Man-made
so many
climate change.
corpses.
I mean...
Like, target is tapped. I feel like that wasn't a message back in the day. That seems new. Where are you going, Andrew?
I don't know. I'm looking for velociraptors.
Velociraptors.
There's a Barrathorn over here.
I figured I was just gonna go to Ratchet.
Briarthorn. I want to loot. I want to harvest this Briarthorn. Get away from the plant. I need this weed. Bap. All right. What you got? Herbalism 70.
You didn't load up, you monster.
Oh god.
Oh, Briarthorn's that bad?
Jeez.
I must be mixing it up with the other thorn plant.
Well, never mind.
Oh, Earthroot is what I was thinking of. Wait, I don't want to cast on that guy. We don't even want to kill that guy. Where do you want to go?
I don't know.
I was gonna head to Ratchet and kill those pirates.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then along the way, we'll kill a bunch of plane striders and raptors.
The Barrens.
Or I don't need plane striders, do I? I need Zevra and raptors.
I can't see chat. Yes.
Yeah. I need Zevra and raptors. I'm at the point already where my quest log doesn't work. So I have to open the quest log every time I want to look at anything.
I need to figure out why that does that. Because that's getting annoying.
Hopefully if I just get a mod, it'll fix that. By just showing an alternate quest log, essentially.
Yeah.
Gotta have a really small wing to do fairies. Thanks, chat.
What?
As the Barrens chat being as coherent as usual. You need a tiny penis to fuck a fairy. Get it? Get it?
No.
Skinning. This is the upside of skinning, is that you get to just take other people's benefits. Like people just leave corpses everywhere and you're like, yes.
Someone was doing that when I was playing on my alt. They just kept like running behind me and then like
I don't like the item I just sold.
What?
I just sold a small furry paw. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like that I chopped off a paw off an animal. It's just like, I'm gonna keep this little cat paw and I'm gonna go sell it at the vendor. It's also like, it's also specifically the mend pet icon for the hunters have. So it's got a bandage on it. So it's even more weirdly tragic and distressing to look at. Because it's like a little cat paw that's bound in bandages. And the implication is that it's cut off because I'm selling it. It's like, I don't like it. I like
the idea that maybe he like, you sold it to him and he goes home. He's like, finally another one for my collection. And he just like has a little room dedicated to all these cat paws and he keeps selling it. There's the button I was looking for. Wait, I need to move
The button you were looking for?
Yeah, on my mod.
Hey, zebra.
Run to waypoint, complete quest. What quest have I completed? Ah.
It occurs to me I really should have read my shaman quest.
Probably. I hear that helps.
Bring the torch of the dormant flame to Telf, Julim, and Durotar. Oh.
Oops.
Yeah, that's a between sessions thing.
Yeah,
It's
mine
just
is
going to
also like, hey,
Durotar.
bring this dust over to a Moonglade, and I was like, no. Not doing none of that. I think. Is that what it said? Druid, body and heat. Speak with speak with Tarak Runda and Thunderbluff when you were done. Face Lunaclaw and earn the strength of body of heart possess.
Do you just have to do the actual
between
quest?
Mulgore and the Barrens. Oops.
Ooh, did we walk right past your objective?
I think so.
You fucked up. You fucked it up.
I did fuck it up. It's right there. Oh no. I'm gonna go down and do that.
You fucked it up.
Because I think that gives me bear form, and I kind of like need bear form.
You should have probably done that.
Completely forgot. Oh, I have 2 talent points too. I'm gonna do those right now.
I'd make fun of you, but I only spent my talent point like 5 minutes ago.
See?
And had the realization of like, wow, I'm 75% through a level and haven't spent the point yet. Listen, it was a very distracting conversation.
It was.
That's gonna get a lot of comments and dislikes later on when the people. But it's good. It's good to have a culling every now and then, because all the stupid people come out that frankly I don't have the time for, and then they show how much they suck, and maybe they leave because they're mad at me for the things, and then they're gone. Yay! It's good to just filter out part of your audience here and there when they're the type of people that are bad for your mental health in the long term to keep around.
My goodness. Toxic. I need to roar more. Roar borealis. Wait, what are these plants? That's a peace bloom. Okay. I can do that. What is that one? Silverleaf. I don't want silverleaf though. I want the elder root. I need some elder roots, baby.
Elder root?
Yeah, dude. If I get some elder roots, I can make some strength potions, and then we can get real nasty.
You guys want any death sticks? You don't want to sell me death sticks. I don't want to sell you death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life? I'm gonna go home and rethink my life. Is that the best scene in all of Star Wars prequels, like as a trilogy? Is it or at least is that the funniest moment?
I think that
I think that might be the best joke they ever wrote in what are otherwise really not funny movies. Like there's not a lot going for those movies comedy wise, but that's a really good scene, and it's not just when I was a kid. It stayed good. I'm like it's probably because it's just Ewan McGregor and somebody else instead of the cast of Star Wars prequels.
Oh no.
The character that's only in that one scene to be funny, and Ewan McGregor, who is funny. Because you could accuse Hayden Christensen of many things, and none of them are of being a funny boy. Like, I've seen movies where he's a good actor. I've never seen a movie where he's funny. It's almost like he was cast to be Darth Vader because of how not funny he is. You're so unfunny, we're gonna make you the analog for a fucking Nazi SS officer.
I mean, it probably did wonders to his fan base.
Exactly what that character is.
With Christian Hayden in it? I can't think of a good movie with him in it.
I can name a movie I liked, but it was so long ago that I don't know if I would like it now, which makes it like a weird recommendation. But I remember watching what's it called? That can't be the name of the movie. I almost said Your Dad Is a House.
Your Dad Is a House. Dad House is apparently an Urban Dictionary.
If you type Your Dad Is a House, Hayden Christensen, you'll probably get the correct movie eventually. Is it Life as a House?
Dead House.
I think it's Life. I think it's called Life as a House or something along those lines. It's
the top definition.
Hayden Christensen and his dad are building a house together. They're like estranged dad and son that don't get along or whatever.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And then over the course of building the house, they kind of bond and reconnect. But also his dad dies before they finish it, and so he has to finish the house. Like in this, but like he goes from like at the beginning of the movie he didn't want to make the house, but by the end when his dad dies, like he's finishing it in like his honor and stuff like that of his lost family member because he cares about them now, which he didn't at the beginning of the whole thing. So it's like that was the whole thing. That's a formula I'm honestly actually kind of tired of at this point. Is that movie
like a shitty fucking person is redeemed by death?
I just mean like that arc of that movie is like that's a lot of movies. So I'm a little I've been a little burned out on that, but at the time I probably saw that around the time of Attack of the Clones or something, because it was I knew who Hayden Christensen was. I was like, oh, he's in a different movie. And I think to this day it's the first
Star Wars boy.
I think to this day it's the first and last movie I've seen him in, besides the Star Wars prequels. Like it's the only one.
God, what was it that there was like some, I forget, there was some movie that I remember Naya told me to watch, and I remember just like I was trying to watch all these movies with like no bias or anything.
Oh, right? There's a viral joke recently about a movie that you watched because of Naya.
What?
Where people are like,
there's a viral joke?
Because you know how everyone's talking about Joker lately, endlessly and forever. People were in response to that movie. Somebody was saying like, the polar opposite of Joker isn't Batman, it's a meal.
I mean that's pretty.
Which was that's one of the only movies you've ever been recommended that you liked.
Yeah, it was
from
good.
Like
I
anyone.
did like a meal. Yeah, it's one of the rare
French film. I've never seen it.
I
imagine she's very wholesome considering she's used as a counterexample to Joker.
No-ish.
No-ish.
I mean, sure. There's wholesome elements to it. I think it's just what's it called? I think it's just the execution that's great. I mean, the way that it tells a story. God, I can't get this out of my throat. Yeah, the way it tells a story is what I really appreciate, because it does make me. It doesn't make me feel like the characters are only there to to keep the plot going. It feels like they're just people that are caught up in this fucking movie. Like there's an interview that she does with this couple, and it genuinely feels like they literally just walk up to some random couple and interview them. like the responses are just
they even spike the camera.
But like the responses are just so genuine of like, I don't know, and again, maybe it's a lost in translation thing. They just seem like their manner of speaking just seemed very like authentic. Like they didn't seem like they're playing up the like, oh yeah, you know, like they just seem very like, oh yeah, da 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 da. And it's like, what? Wait, are these real people? Okay, so I'm supposed to spread it here? Like you just want me to throw
good ritual over there?
Do you want me to throw dirt on the ground? I'm
trying to slowly kill like 500 raptors. It's a very slow progress.
Apply near a moonskin stone.
Shockingly, a lot of these raptors don't have heads.
What the fuck is a moonskin stone?
Anyway, I'll be waiting in Ratchet whenever you're done.
Okay. That's our Wayshire, right?
That's what?
Or Hearthstone? Or Hearth? No, that's in Crossroads. No, Crossroads.
Crossroads is where our Hearthstone is. Ratchet is directly to the east of that on that path.
Okay, so
it has an inn and it has both an inn and a flight master when you get there. But specifically, it's where we do all those quests where you go on the coast and you kill all the pirates.
Where the fuck is a moonkin stone?
Fuck, that's level 17. Fuck, everything's high level over here. I've gone too deep. I've gone too deep.
I've gone too deep. Need to pull out.
This is a problem.
I don't know where I'm supposed to
yeah, that's what happened. I went too far from the path. I wandered into the area where everyone's level 18. I'm like, nope, not ready for that yet.
Yeah, you're like,
You're gonna have to give me a few before we're ready for that. I finally got my first fucking hoof. Really? Jesus.
Wait, have I not been here before?
And I only have 5 raptor heads. A lot of these raptors just don't have heads. It's a weird birth defect.
I guess you just destroy their heads in the battle. Like you just straight crunch those skulls into nothingness, and then you're just like, shit, I can't take it back with me.
Just fist the North Star. You hit the pressure point, and their head fucking explodes.
I had one of those moments. I was like, hey, I was doing something at work, and I heard these two people joking with each other, and one of them was like, yeah, that's just an Asian thing. And the other person was like joking, like, what's that supposed to mean? Because they're both Asian. And
there's so much
like
Asia.
I popped my head out of there. I was like, wait, my harassment training has prepared me for this. That's a bad joke.
You showed them.
Yeah, I did. They were just like, oh yeah, we did take harassment training. I was like, that's not good. Like, you should remember that.
And then they never Asianed again.
Never. Nope, they went straight white immediately. It was just like how all the books taught me about colonialism.
Oh no. No, this joke's bad.
See? Right?
We have to stop.
Like, I told you it was bad.
Strider meat. Do I have a strider meat recipe yet?
Why? Where is this stone?
I do have oh, my strider meat recipe requires an apple.
Skinner?
I have to find people to sell apples.
Hey, you want to buy my apples?
I'm just trying to level my cooking.
Freshly picked. They're so good.
Trying to level my cooking.
Okay, I need to look this up. Give me a second.
You just can't figure out the quest you're doing?
That's
the only thing
telling
I
me to
have.
do it on a moon. I should be throwing these ashes onto a moonkin stone located in between Mulgore and the Barrens.
You can't find its location,
but it doesn't exist. So yeah, I can't find it. So I'm gonna look that up right here. Body and hurt and a druid. No, for alliance. Okay.
The bear buckler.
Wait, are you sure about this? The Moonkin Stone is behind the very first building on the right as you cross from fucking asshole. All right.
Just look up the fucking...
No, I'm going to it now. I know where it is.
Just look up a map.
Yeah. No, the map shows it.
I usually just image search quest names, and then it gives me a map that has the thing marked on it, and that pretty much deals with the problem. Because some nerds probably drawn a map by hand by now of every quest. Like there's always something. Like when I was looking up the Defias Messenger in Westfall, like somebody drew a diagram about specifically where he spawns, what his path is, and like all these different elements and so on. Like, people have had a long time to obsess over this game.
I mean,
so the resources are there.
I remember,
it's like Dark Souls, where like the entire game is painstakingly wikied, so you can find everything.
Yeah, you can find every minute
detail. That wiki is
detail.
advanced, whereas you get used to that. You get used to like having that option of like, if I really need to find a specific detail about Dark Souls, like there is a place for it. And then you get to like fucking any Souls-like, which is they're always like by an order of magnitude less powerful than less popular than Dark Souls. So you get on their wiki and it's like 3 out of 10 bosses have wiki pages, and every single thing you ever look up just says like, wow, there's a lot of open space you could fill. Is basically what it says. And you're like, oh,
wow, what the fuck? Why did this Luna Claw show up out of nowhere? What do you want?
Ooh, I accidentally right-clicked on that gnome. You do not want to right-click on that gnome. I will be a dead. Wait, that should be illegal.
What?
That gnome's guild name is Anathema.
Is what?
Anathema.
Anathema.
Our server name. He has our server name as his guild name. I'm like, that should be illegal.
That's pretty good.
You shouldn't be able to claim the server name for yourself. That's hacking. You're a hacker.
Okay. Wait, what is you're a hacker?
You're a hacker.
The government's gonna come find you one day, boy.
You dirty
Wait till the internet
hacker.
police find you.
Live Rizzlefix.
Yeah, what do you want?
So face Luna Claw and earn the strength of body.
All right, I picked up more quests that I will now ignore
What
as I go back to hanging out with Andrew.
Level 20.
Well, waiting for him to show
Whoa.
up mostly.
Hold up a minute. That's really high level.
What? There's level 20 in the quest or something?
I'm level 20 fighting me right now.
Are you powered up or something?
No. I'm running back to town. Like,
Why are you fighting level 25?
I did not mean to. It just it aggroed on me because the stone, this level 10 quest is hidden behind us and behind a house surrounded by level 20 enemies.
Oh.
So, you know.
Are you in the Barrens or in Oh, you're in Barrens. Okay. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because you're by Camp Tarajo.
Yep.
Yeah, so everything's there. Everything in Southern Barrens is like level 20.
Yeah.
Because don't you?
Except for this
Don't
one
you go
quest.
from North Barrens to Stone Talon, then to South Barrens?
I think so.
I think that's the curve. Yeah, so you're fucked. You better be careful.
But did
Also
I
finish
complete the
faster.
quest?
I've been lonely
Right.
for a while.
Complete.
I'm so
Yeah.
lonely.
Where are
Just
you?
trying to kill raptors for their heads
back.
that they never have.
I'll be right back.
Their poor fragile heads. But at least they give me leather. I have so much leather. I can make 100 light armor kits.
What?
I'm gonna have some fucking crafting to do after this session.
Don't ever
I
craft.
currently have enough light leather to make 100 kits.
Holy smacks.
Yeah.
That's a lot of leather.
There's a lot of wildlife I've been clicking on.
Is this Andrew? Yes, this is Andrew. I am sorry.
Your honest thoughts on Persona 5? I can't play it because they threatened to kill my channel. So, the end.
I'm out of range.
Oh yeah,
well,
I forgot
what's the-
that's actually a good reminder because I forgot I was going to bring up this earlier, and because you were talking about the calculated apology by Blizzard like a week later and stuff like that.
Yes.
And what specifically came to mind for me was like, oftentimes, like I don't think it worked for Blizzard, but in a lot of situations, a company can just kind of make the gesture towards a fix like once, and then people act like the problem's fixed, even if they didn't even remotely fix the problem.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And a good
yeah,
example
yeah.
of that was Persona 5, but they were like,
Yep.
if you play past this part of the game, we will shut down your channel, rah, 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 and a bunch of other shit. And then like there was a bunch of big controversy about like Persona being anti-streamer and all this other stuff. And then like, after a bunch of controversy happened, they did the same thing that Blizzard did with this one competitor, where they were like, okay, instead of a 1-year sentence, it's a 6-month sentence. With Persona, they were like, okay, instead of being able to play till this date, you can play to this date. Which still
Yeah, they
means you
basically
can't
just-
beat the game.
Yeah, they just
And
moved
they
the
never-
goalpost
yeah,
and
and
acted
then-
like that
then-
was somehow a solution, but
and,
the
like,
problem wasn't the goal.
Every
the problem
fucking
wasn't.
like 2 weeks, another person comes out and like oh, you're allowed to play Persona 5 now, and it's like, no, I'm not. That never changed. But like that like half apology and minor modification of the terms is enough to make everyone think that it's instantly forgiven forever, and no one pays any closer attention. And to realize like, no, they never actually changed it. They just slightly moved a goalpost a little bit, and everyone acts like it's okay now. But
Yeah.
they didn't actually stop.
That's the police suspension level, where it's like when someone says, man, he murdered somebody, he should be in trouble. And it's like, yeah, he got suspended for 3 weeks and he came back onto the force, no problem. And it's like, what happened? I thought he was gonna go. It's like, no one thought anything. You heard he got suspended and moved on with your life. Like, no one followed up.
Or the Catholic priest approach, where they just move him to a new church. Now he's
the guy that they
like they don't really punish them or get rid of them or stop them from further actions.
Well, you
They
can't.
just
That's
kind of
not
move
God's way.
them to a different church where they're just as much of a threat, but also specifically he doesn't have the reputation locally for what he did.
Yep.
And so therefore he literally like just resets the cycle essentially. There's a lot of systems where like pretend apologies happen and then you just kind of move forward.
There's so much evil in the world thanks to like policies like that.
All right, you ready to go
crazy.
to Ratchet?
I am. I'm ready to go to Ratchet.
Yeah.
Let's go get Ratchet.
I am ouchied.
You are ouchied. Where are
There's my
you?
there's my mana.
Poof, pew, pew.
All right, we'll go to Ratchet. We'll get the quest that tell us to go south. In fact, I can try to find them right now too. Doom. Take it, Linkersham. Take it.
Quest accepted. Wanted. Baron Longshore. Oh yeah, the pirate.
The pirate.
The pirates.
Twitch has a new interface for streaming for their creator dashboard, and it's really nice. You're not gonna fight this hyena?
The whole website looks different now, doesn't it?
Yeah, they changed a lot on the website for.
I only noticed when I check your stream.
Yeah.
You're
I
the
kind of
one.
like it.
You're like the one Twitch streamer I check, and it's mostly just to see what's going on with him. Is he ready?
Is he ready? What's he doing?
Just like a minor status check that's usually just logistical.
I think it was more not like the Protestants. I think it was more like the like when the
Okay. Whew. I just had a panic attack.
is like
I just,
when
had,
the
I just had a
Martians.
fucking panic attack a little bit.
Why?
So I fumbled and hit page up instead of numlock,
Yeah.
which meant I stopped recording. And then out of paranoia, I was like, I had to check my recording folder just to see, like, have I been accidentally stopping and starting recording periodically throughout this? Because that would just mean I would randomly have like a third of the overall session or something. But no, that was the only time I've made that mistake so far. Whew.
What a life. What a life to live, guys.
We've had that before where like we were playing some game where like every time we hit a certain hotkey, it would cut the recording over and over again throughout the game. Like, it's a real nightmare when you find out like, oh, that hotkey, the fucking game uses that hotkey for one of its basic functions, and you're like, oh no.
I think that's why I have so much patience for doing tech support, is because of all the fucking goddamn YouTube shit. Like, I've never felt so much disappointment in my life than I have trying to record content for the internet. Like, god damn, you just one mistake and you fucking feel that defeat. Like when a 2-hour recording with the most chemistry and energy that you could possibly muster, and then you click on that file and it goes, you're like,
oh yeah, when something just deletes your recording entirely or something, and you're like, I.
It kills you. It kills every part of your encouragement and motivation and energy. And like you could literally be on cloud 9, and the moment you see a fucked up video, you're like, that's it. I could just die tomorrow and it'd be fine.
I spent a good chunk of today re-recording a big chunk of Pillars of Eternity that I already recorded, but it recorded with no game audio. And I have no idea why I did that. And it only happened for that one game, and I recorded other stuff that day.
Yep.
But like, so I had to go back and redo all the conversations that had voice acting in them to redo those parts at least. So, but it's the finished video splices back and forth between like my blind playthrough and my weird, like going back to fix it playthrough where I just try to reenact certain conversations, because those parts being mute doesn't work, but the rest of the game being mute at least is like whatever, like no game music playing while I'm walking around selling items or whatever the fuck, okay. But like all the parts that have voice acting, it's like those parts are just me pausing for the guy to talk and then responding over and over again, so it's terrible video.
Yeah.
I have to like go back.
What the hell are you offering? Guns of the North Watch? What the hell is that? Guns
Let's
of the
go
North
kill
Watch.
some pirates.
Apparently. Are they gonna be the right level? Are we the right level to fight pirates? 13, yeah, we're probably fine. God, I came through here with my hunter and that was just brutal. So I don't think I had a pet still.
Oh yeah, it's like
No, I did. No, I did have.
You
a
would
pet.
have had one by now, because it's like level 10, right? But it is.
Yeah, it's level 10 that you get
This quest area is really frustrating.
It is tough.
It's
another
very
one of those.
It's very nice to have another person.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those. Oh, it's hard to pull this person.
Oh yeah, it's really hard to get anyone individually aggroed without aggroing everybody in the area.
Yeah.
And if you're not over leveled like us, you're also like 2 levels lower because you didn't get rested along the way, because we got fully rested twice because of our week-long break that we take between every session.
Yeah, we have a lot.
So for other people, like for my rogue, I was like level 10 or 11, and like everything was like super high. But also like this was the lowest level quest I could find in Barrens. Like doing every quest without any rest, like you actually start to underlevel.
Can I join? Kawaii desu ka?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you invite him?
Yeah.
Nice.
Drug Truth. His name's Drug Truth.
Oops, that is not. Hiya. Drug Truth.
Drug Truth is a hell of a name.
I love it. He's part of the Breakfast Boys. Wait a second. I'm part of the Breakfast Boys.
What do you mean? You're not.
That's the guild that I'm a part of in my other tune.
Oh. On your hunter?
Yeah. That's why that name makes sense. Yeah, of course Drug Truth is part of the Breakfast Boys. That's a super, like, half alt-right poll.
Jesus Christ. Oh, is this the guild that you said it was having, like, long political arguments for, like, a long-ass time, and then you, like... Didn't you quit? Didn't you say you quit the guild? So you're not even in the guild.
But yeah, that's what I meant. But that's the guild,
so much.
Great, I love it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy it came back. Like,
Drug Truth. What a fucking name for an orc shaman. Like,
oh, whoa, what the fuck? This dude just, wow, these people are popping right back.
Yeah, they just appeared right under us. Spooky. Really have my quest log open so I can actually tell how much progress I'm making. You typing to him?
Yeah.
I thought you checked the tent.
Yeah. That guy did walk up there. He walked up and looked inside and then ran away. And then a person came out and I was like, what the fuck?
This is crazy DPS. Wait, do you see any of us at level 20?
I mean, yeah.
Then there's that one fucking troll you have to find that's patrolling through here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember if that's a rogue quest or an everyone quest.
I think it's a rogue quest.
There's just one, yeah, like I was playing as my rogue and there's just one random troll you're supposed to find. And he's he's just a named character that patrols up and down this entire area. He's like the fucking Defias messenger and it's the worst. Like, where is he hiding? Where is he? I was just in stealth patrolling back and forth the longest time waiting for just anyone to show up. They didn't aggro, what? Oh, here they come. I was so confused that they didn't just aggro. Oh, got another guy on your side here. Oh, he didn't aggro.
Yeah,
he was so close to you.
He was very close to me, but he just wasn't picking up on my smell, which is pretty important because I'm a musky cow. Oh shit! Wait, where are these guys coming from?
They're just patrolling. They're also, I think they're also respawning from a previous wave.
Yeah, I think they're like respawning, right?
Where's he going? Wait, what? That guy just run away.
He's coming back. What? Wait a second. Where are you going? Are you fighting us or are you running from us? What's happening? Where's he going? The guy was like, what the fuck?
Oh, there he is. It's Tazan. Here he is.
Tazan. Oh,
it's the exact troll I mentioned. That's incredible.
Oh, he shut up pretty easily.
Can't believe that happened.
GG easy.
GG easy. Are you dunking on the AI?
I am dunking on the AI. Anyone use guns? I mean...
We're two shamans and a druid.
Sadly not.
See, this guy's got his flame totem for me to get jealous of. Taurens don't have Second Amendments. Oh. Oh no, you're playing to your audience. Oh, Baron Longshore's dead.
What a loss of society.
That cow cry.
I wish it was more mooey. Like moo. That'd be great.
It just reminds me when we
spawns. I think he spawns over this way if you keep going.
I think he spawns in that house. I mean, that tent. I think he just hangs out there.
Does he?
I think the troll patrol's not him. I already got all my kills, didn't you?
Yeah, I already got all my kills.
That's why I'm like, oh no, he's dead. He's our only objective right now.
It's crazy. He'll probably respawn pretty quickly.